All right. I'm Shauna Dorsey with the Exarban Foundation here, representing the Tech Entrepreneurs Nebraska podcast. And today I have David Pollock. You're like a 3-time guest, I think, right?
I believe
At
so.
least
You
3
know,
times.
I'm getting there.
That's really great. Well, you always have something new to share, so I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you for having me back. I'm glad to be here.
Yes. So tell the people who you are and what you do.
All right. Well, as the great LaShawna said, I'm David Pollock, Executive Director of Coal Black, which we are a nonprofit. And our main mission and goal is really to upskill individuals that are trying to figure out which way they want to go so that they can have the tech skills that they need to get into, other careers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just not just offering those skills, but mentoring, career development, those types of things to help them make sure that they're well-rounded.
That's awesome. And it's like a tough space to be in. You and I have talked about this for years, where it's like such an important thing, but it's like ever changing.
Oh, most definitely.
Right. So
most definitely.
I know you've been at this for how many years now? Like 6?
Actually, no. Well, you know what's funny? This is our 4th year.
Okay.
But you might as well say 5, because when we first started, that's when I was really start pulling in individuals in. But yeah, you could say good 5, but
That's
running
right.
4. Yeah.
Right around the COVID days.
Man, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Right. It's just like, it's wild. So with all that you've seen, because I know probably, well, I don't know this, I'm going to ask this question, but when you started Code Black, you probably had different thoughts about what was important and relevant as far as training goes. And how has that shifted over time, especially given the emergence of AI and all of those things?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I'm going to say the relevance of training is still vital. It is literally vital. But what I found out too, Shauna, is that you have to be a a person that loves to learn, because that's what's going on with tech. And what's happening is, if you're not trying to learn, if you're not trying to stay relevant and stay caught up, you are going to be left behind. So right now, that's what I've seen has been the biggest change.
Yeah.
And with AI, once again, it's like it's a new language. It's a new thing, but you got to know how to work with it, manage it, understand it, so that you continue to be productive and relevant.
Right. And it's also, I think, one of these things too, where it's not just like the tool pops up, you learn it and you're good. You kind of have to stay, like you said, I always make up little sayings, but like perpetually curious and say, like, I remember back when ChatGPT first came out, and I had a partner in the community that was telling me they were using it, and I was like, that sounds crazy. What are you doing?
Right.
And then, I finally opened the app, and I was like, this is interesting.
Right.
How does it do all this? And I started kind of tinkering and experimenting. And so now it's like my day-to-day assistant, which is amazing.
Right.
But it's just so funny. I think how important it is for people to just stay curious, because the tech will always change. That's just a given, I would say.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And kind of the same experience I had when I got on there. I was like, this is crazy. My mind is blown. But it also kept me like, what else can I do?
Yep.
Okay. But it helped me really stay, once again, it's about staying relevant.
Yep.
And staying active. And I don't want to use it. And it's something that I'm teaching our not our instructors, but our individuals now, is that, don't be lazy. Don't you let it make you a slave, but you be the master of it. Keep working it and keep building with it. So
that's right. Yeah, we can go down so many different rabbit holes with this. Every time we have a guest now, when AI comes up, it's always fascinating. And I'm like, how much time do we have left? So I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Because I will get stuck here.
There we go.
So you have a gala coming up, and just tell us about like how that started, like why celebration is important, and what your topic is this year, all that good stuff.
All right. Our topic, first of all, our theme is generations of change, and it is passing the torch. And the reason why I came up with that was because I'm looking at, one, the communities that Coal Black has been able to impact. And number 2 is the individuals in these communities. It's like we are really impacting a generation. So we're going into year 5, and between 5 and 10 years is a new generation. So that's what I'm looking at. We're going into this new generation here, and we've impacted a great generation. So how can we keep passing the torch? You know what I'm saying? That torch is a light, it's learning, it's knowledge. So how can we keep doing that? And the purpose of us doing it this year is because, yes, we need funding to continue to support the efforts and what we're doing in the community across the state of Omaha. But at the same time, it's like, we also want to celebrate. I really believe in celebrating the partners, the individuals in the community, our students, and even the families that support the students. So that's why it's a celebration. You know, it's like, come and eat dinner with us, but let's have some fun and excitement with it.
Very true. And I know too, like, I don't know how you felt in school, but when I was there, I was like, this is such a grind. I can't wait till it's done. And so it's nice to come back and say, you know, look at all that we've achieved and the people that have been impacted by the work. Like, that's why I love events like this. I'm glad you're doing it.
Thank you. And you know, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. However, the support is, once again, is still needed, is always needed. It's always good to get pat on the back, but the funding helps us to continue to keep doing what we're doing so that when we expand and when we grow, we're growing effectively and growing in the right direction. So this is helping.
This good. Is helping. Good deal. So what are some things that people should know about Code Black today and ways that they can support you, whether from as an individual or as a company?
Okay. Well, Code Black, I can tell you right now, Shauna, that individuals that are looking to do that career change and that are just don't know what to do, Code Black has a spot for you. If you are eager, if you want to learn, if you are, you know, trying to scratch that itch about learning more about tech, you know, that's something that we're opening up to help individuals to learn those skills. Now, as far as the business, we're looking for at least 2 or 3 partners, somebody to come and partner with us and say, you know what, I'm willing to help be mentor for your participants, or I'm willing to step in and say, hey, we'll sponsor your Code Black event, your expo that you have. You know, so those types of things are what we're looking for. And what the businesses get out of partnering with us is a closer relationship or connection with our students, but they also get individuals that are confident, that are skilled up, and that are eager and ready to continue to provide services or support for what they're trying to do.
Wonderful. And so I know when you host events, and I know this from an event hosting role, I've worn so many hats over the years, janitor,
there
HR,
right,
you know, all of it. I said janitor. Let me clarify real quick. That's important. That because when I had a small business, I did have to take out the trash sometimes. You just have to do everything that it takes. But anyway, on the event side, those costs can be small. Like, let's just say 500 to 1,000, but it makes a big difference, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Can you talk to us about like what specifically? So if a company said, great, I want to sponsor a Code Black event, what could that look like for them?
Okay. So here's a good one. So we have our expo, career expo. And so $5,000 would help sponsoring that, will help bring in not just additional resources. We could bring in individuals that help with the resume writing, with the interviews, but also making sure that those participants have the right tools that they need to continue to go forward. That sponsorship right there gives us a venue, gives us a spot to where we can, I want to say feed the people, but at the same time, it's to help us to make sure that we have the right information to be able to help or to share with the community. That's something like that. Right now, like I said, our dinner that we're having, $10,000 will sponsor at least, how do I have it? Excuse me. We have at least 10 people that will go through our courses. $10,000 will sponsor 10 people. Okay, let's talk about this.
Right.
And so that's the type of stuff that type of sponsorship funding helps us to be able to do. We have awesome contractors that we have instructing. They are tech, they do have the experience and they do have the skill set because they're in that field teaching it.
Right.
So.
Right. That's really interesting. And I think too, and sometimes when people hear numbers like 10 for 10,000, they think, well, right, that's impacting an individual. But what I would love to remind people of is when you impact an individual, especially a career changer who potentially has a family, that is truly how you do. I think community development, it happens on an individual basis and it spreads to the community, but everybody doing better is better for all of us.
Most definitely. If I could just absolutely. Real quick, quick example, I have a young lady. Her name was Lakeisha. When she came in, she's very shy, very standoffish a little bit. The other thing was she was working customer service, came in, earned a certificate, and next thing you know, she been promoted to be a manager in the tech field, in the tech department. So stuff like that was like, it's mind blowing. It's exciting to hear.
It's amazing. And then that changes her life, her mindset. And then when you think about, David and I talk about mentorship a lot. I think people that have walked that path, and especially when they're new on that path, are some of the best mentors for people who think they can't do it.
Yes.
And so anyway, more stories like that are, I think, truly how we change this community.
You're absolutely right.
So
you're absolutely right.
Thanks for the important work you're doing. I know it's not easy. So anything you out there can do, I'm not sure what actually I do know because there's a camera over there. Anything that you can do out there to support what David is up to, whether that's volunteer, mentor, sponsor, however that looks, reach out to David and keep doing the great work you're doing.
Yes. I love connecting. So let's get this going.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Shauna.
You're welcome.